What's up everybody, it is I, Hero Main, welcome back to another Go Battle Ultra League video. Today I've got another 5-0 streak for you, and it is with this team right here, LAPRAS, Swampert, and Charizard. And I think that this is a really good team. I actually went 3 wins, 2 losses, and then 5-0, and then I went like 3 wins, 2 losses again, and then I went 4-1. So it's been a pretty solid day for me in Go Battle League. Alright, so let's start the match off with this bad lead matchup. Now I opted to cut out all the names in my Go Battle League videos because I don't want people making fun of other people in my videos. I'm all about like positivity in our community, in the PvP community. Yes, it's a competitive game and there are gonna be some toxic people, but you know, as much as possible, I want all of us to be better to each other, right? So, you know, plus some of the stuff that happens to my opponents is like some of the stuff that they do is questionable, right? But I don't want to be like, I don't want to be that guy, right? So I'm cutting out all the names of my Go Battle League opponents, but you're gonna get to see the 5-0 win streak at the winning screen. You know that? Anyways, at the end of this video, alright? So you know that it's legit that I did get a 5-0. Alright, so right here, I knew that since Lapras double resists ice, I can chill. Okay, I can farm up a little bit extra, but before he throws the next Hydro, I think I might have, I'm not sure if I could have like farmed down completely, but yeah. This is basically to kind of like scare the Venusaur a little bit that I do have energy, and he comes out with Swampert, which is amazing for me, right? Because my Charizard is in the back. My Charizard is scared of this Swampert. My Charizard is thirsty, is hungry for that Venusaur on my opponent's back, right? Which is gonna be freaking fantastic when this happens, right? This is basically GG's, right? You know, the nice thing about Lapras is since it has that ice move, if you're dealing with a grass type, you can kind of like threaten it a little bit in the zero shield scenario. You know, honestly, if my opponent just stayed with his lead, right? Venusaur lead, he probably would have beat me, right? Because in the back, he had 2 water types. I had 1 fire type, 1 water type, which was a mirror of his water type. And that means GG, right? But the thing is, he swapped out. So I guess he didn't know the matchup. Because the thing is, in Great League, guys, Lapras can beat Venusaur. That's actually a common knowledge for one of the cups that we had for Silverina, right? So I guess he was thinking of that, I think, maybe. So the main takeaways of the first video: 1, Lapras double resist ice, right? So that's very good for what? Articuno is starting to get very popular because of Pogo King's video. Another one, Ice Fang for Alligator, also starting to gain some steam. And number 2, Venusaur beats Lapras, right? You just go straight Frenzy Plant, you block once. If you get baited, if you get like baited with a Surf, that's fine. You're gonna get to the Frenzy Plant before the Lapras gets to the Ice Beam, right? So just block once, straight Frenzy Plant, you got that. But what do you do if you encounter a Venusaur lead with your Lapras? Well, what I do is block once, throw the Ice Beam. If they don't block, amazing. Okay, you're probably gonna get that shield back in the next fight, hopefully, right? And then if they do block, I just let my Lapras go. And then I come in with my Charizard, and then I farm down. And I try to get the advantage back in the next match. But the thing is, since my opponent in the first match had 2 water types in the back, there's no way. There is no way I would have won that. Alright, for the second match, yeah, we've got the Registeel lead. This is a very bad matchup for Lapras, right? So I swapped to my Swampert. He let me get a lot of energy. Okay, that's actually very important. So I'm gonna throw straight Earthquake. Usually people don't shield their Giratina when it's a Swampert because they think, oh, he's gonna throw a Hydro Cannon, right? That's what people usually do. And then right here, since I knew that, you know, an Earthquake would have killed, I tried to go for the bait. He did not block, right? Okay, I'm not blocking a single thing. Actually, like the first thing he threw, I think, was a Ancient Power. I guess he was trying to get the boost, I guess. And then I go for the Hydro Cannon for the kill right here. And my opponent lags right here. Wait for it. Lags right here. But this extra Hydro Cannon is not gonna make much of a difference. Okay, we'll talk about it later. But we'll count. 1, 2. That's 2. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7. Maybe 7, okay? Now, how many fast attacks does it take for Togekiss to get to Ancient power, right? How many charms? The answer is 8. Alright, so it needs 8 to get to the ancient power. Alright, so I've got Registeel locked onto my Charizard. Okay, I'm just throwing Dragon Claws just to get the bait, right? But I farm up to 5 Fire Spins. Very important because it's so... Actually, I'm not sure if Focus Blast... Is Focus Blast the right thing to throw at I'm actually not sure. But anyways, I'm getting the baits, the shield baits, left and right here. Actually, I think the safe thing is to block because he does need this Registeel for my Lapras. I still have 1 shield, okay? So right here, he gets to... Well, he got 1 fast attack off on my Charizard, so he gets to throw the ancient power. He farmed up 7, that was 8, and then he threw, right? If I didn't get the Hydro Cannon off, I think I would have farmed up more. I guess that's debatable. You can say that yes, that Hydro Cannon definitely 100% changed the outcome, but I did check the simulations, I checked the math. 1 Hydro Cannon does about 61 damage, right? So that's like 7 Ice Shards. That's because 1 Ice Shard is 10 damage, right? So 61 damage, so that's 7 Ice Shards, right? I could have farmed that down, and even if the Togekiss got to the ancient power, it would not have killed me. Because an ancient power does about like 80 damage, I can tank that with this much HP, right? That's a lot of HP left on my Lapras. I'm estimating like maybe 170, 180, right? So I would have taken some more damage, but I would have gotten to the Registeel with the Surf charged up. But yes, that was a very difficult match. I was actually scared that I would lose that because Registeel lead, it's no joke. It's difficult to get over, right? Especially if you have a lead like Lapras. But since you have the double bodyguard strat of the double anti-steal in the back, you can kind of try to push your way to get the Registeel aligned to the Charizard, and that will probably net you the win. Now, this third match is actually my favorite, right? We've got a pretty juicy lead, Dragon Breath, altered form, alright? He swaps to Snorlax. The problem with Snorlax is, it gets outsped by so many things. It's such a hard counter to the Giratinas, right? Yes, very good Giratina counter, but for like most things, it gets outsped quite easily, right? So I throw 1, I get to throw 2 before he can throw his second body slam. So he had actually like a decent amount of energy, right? Before I swapped in because I swapped in a little bit late. Yeah, he gets to a body slam. Body slam also doesn't really do that much damage, but he catches my Hydro Cannon with his Giratina. Nice. Swap in my Lapras. And he's gonna do something very smart with that Snorlax later. You will see. So I'm throwing Ice Beam like an idiot. I think I should have gone for the bait. Obviously, he would have blocked. Right? Obviously, he would have blocked. I should have gone for the bait right there as well. Okay, but yeah, he blocks again. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get to another Ice Beam. All I have to do is just block again. What's he gonna do? He's gonna swap to his Snorlax, throw the body slam. This guy's actually pretty, like, the skills, bro. I'm impressed. Okay, I come in with my Charizard. Now, this depends on what's in the back, right? He's not, well, he hid whatever was in the back. He came in with his Giratina, sacrificed it to a Dragon Claw. What does he have in the back? It is Togekiss. There we go, we got it. We got 1 shield, we got Charizard, we got Blast Burn. GG, but fantastic match. Great matches so far. For my round 3 opponent, if you're out there, GG's, dude. I see it. I see the skills. Third match, we get another juicy lead with Shadow Claw Giratina. Alright, so this one is the faster charging version. Now what I do is I don't block the first thing, right? Why? Because if it is Ancient Power, it's not the boosted version, right? If it throws Ancient Power, it gets the boost, and then you blocked it, the next Ancient Power is gonna hurt. It swaps in Swampert, very important, right? Very important is to throw a Surf at the Swampert before you swap in your Swampert to fight off the Swampert so that you can actually beat it to maintain the switch advantage. Very important, remember that. Okay, that is, don't just swap in your Swampert because you're gonna lose because you have an energy disadvantage, right? So if you just swap in your Swampert clean and fresh, no damage on the Swampert except for your fast attacks, you're gonna lose because it gets to the Hydro Cannon that kills you first, right? I get an extra hit on the Togekiss, which is nice. I pull out my Charizard, he swaps in the Giratina, and this time I went for the bait. Okay, this time I went for the bait. Got him! Got him! Alright, and right here, I was debating whether I should block or not because He did go for the Dragon Claw, so I was thinking maybe he's gonna go for a bait again, right? And you know the weird thing about when you land the bait is people start doubting things. Okay, they start thinking, is this a surf? It's not a surf. All right. So yeah. Also, this one right here. Is this a Dragon Claw or a Blast Bird? It's probably a Dragon Claw, right? It is not a Dragon Claw, but GG. Alright, so for some takeaways from the 4th match, 1, don't block the first charge move. You don't have to, you can tank it. Okay, if you're using Lapras Lead, you're up against the Giratina, it throws something, chill. It's not the boosted ancient power, so you can relax. You can take that. If it gets the boost, then block the next one. The second takeaway is if a Swampert swaps in on you, you have to throw the Surf before you swap in your own Swampert to beat it down. Just so that you have that advantage, right? Because it's gonna have an energy advantage over your Swampert, so it will kill you if you don't throw the Surf. You need to maintain that switch advantage. The reason why he swapped out is because you had that advantage. Alright, so we're doing pretty great, and with the last match, there is a lead Pokemon that I highly recommend that you look into, and it's also a budget pick, but there's problems. Now, the lead Pokemon that I wanted you guys to look into is Typhlosion. But the problem with this Typhlosion is that it is using Ember, right? Instead of Shadow Claw. Now, why is that not a good thing? The reason why that's not a good thing is because Ember charges up charge attacks much slower compared to Shadow Claw. With Shadow Claw, you actually have a chance to kill Lapras. You have to get the bait with the Blast Bird and then land the Solar Beam for the win, but it's a possibility. With Ember, it's impossible. It is impossible, right? So I got both his shields, and I still have half my HP on my Lapras. This is a GG. This is a GG right here, okay? This Pokemon right here, also I have Swampert in the back for this, okay? So even if I take a Dark Pulse to the face, all good. I go down, I've got Swampert, I've got Charizard in the back, I've got, you know, things pretty covered. Even if, let's say, Giratina pops out, okay, I still have, you know, my Swampert with the Earthquakes, with a decent amount of energy. That Muck, my Charizard's got that, okay? So this is a GG right here. And all because he had Ember on his Typhlosion. But, you know, we're all learning. You know, maybe he did that maybe he has Ember on purpose because he hates Steel types. Okay, I understand, because I also kind of hate Steel types right now because of Ultra League. But yeah, good game. Now, don't let that ruin Typhlosion for you. I'm working on the badges. Don't let that ruin Typhlosion for you. Typhlosion, I think, is a good lead because it's got the Steel types with the Shadow Claw. Alright, you don't have to have the Ember. It's got Articuno. It's got a chance to kill Lapras. It can kill Togekiss. It's a very good lead, I think. Alright, so yeah. Watch this. Trick shots, baby. Okay, to get the Pineapple. But this is my 5-win streak. You saw I had like all 5 rewards. And I will also show you my trick shots, baby. Okay? I will also show you my 4-win streak after this. But yeah, this team is pretty solid. I really like this team. Also, I went to, wait for it. Look at this place here. It is crazy. You see those stops? That is 8 stops and a ton of Pokemon spawn points. So yes, there you go. Had my rating go up by a little bit. Like that's a 5-0. Nice. Okay. And then this is my 4-1. I lost the last one. All right. So yeah, solid. I went 3 wins, 2 losses, 5 wins, no losses, and 3 wins, 2. I got confused there. 3 wins, 2 losses, and then I went 4-1. I didn't get to the 5th set. It was already like late. I had to exercise, plus I had to record this. So yeah, good games. I think that this is a pretty solid line. And you know, I recommend this line to you guys. You can tweak it with stuff. You can maybe have like Kangaskhan in the back, right? If you're kind of worried about Giratina getting past your Lapras instead of, let's say, Charizard, right? Because Kangaskhan also beats Registeel. Okay? So, you know, think about the possibilities. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned that. That's my rating right now. It's pretty far away from 3,500. I don't think I'm gonna get there before Master League. And I don't have any dust for Master League. So I don't think I'm gonna get to rank 10 before Season 1 starts. So yeah, you know, Ultra League battles until Ultra League ends. And then I guess I'll focus on Rose Cup. Alright, but yeah, if you enjoyed, if you like this content, you maybe wanna support it, check out my Patreon right there. Big shouts out to all my Patreons. Thank you so much. Not interested in Patreon? You don't need the coaching. It's all good, but maybe you're interested in some merch. Check out my merch right there. Subscribe for more content like this. Ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.